This afternoon, there's a call for action as both young and old join demands for a change in the insecurity situation at Kasoa, a suburb of the central region. Some young men are using their music to push for change, as a traditional leader in the community, Nisaka Odupong III, says he has petitioned authorities to demolish the refugee camp at Buduburam, which he says has become a hideout for criminals. Maxwell Agbaba with more in our series of stories highlighting the security challenge in Kasoa.
Sound of one of the songs by the group known as Sobolo Gang blaring from the loudspeakers of a car parked in a neighborhood at Kasoa. The chorus loosely translates as Kasoa residents, we have given our lives to Jesus. It addresses some issues like drug abuse and social vices like robbery, murder, and more. Isaac Adolfo Somoa, also known as Boy Dope, is a resident of Kasoa and a member of the group. He says he's terrified by the alarming crime rate.
We get scared because, you know, we ride in cars often and our music is on TV now. Most stations are playing it and some people identify us when we go outside as musicians or upcoming musicians, so to say. So at least at times we get scared, very scared. But then we have Operation Come Life running around every time here, so at least it's better, but I think there should be more security here.
These young men are not the only people worried about the situation in Kasoa. A traditional leader there, Nisaka Odupong III, is equally concerned. He wants the refugee camp near Kasoa to be demolished.
The refugee camp, that place, the camp, this is the time the camp should be dissolved. This is the time. You know, I cannot take the law into my own hand and do what I like. But we decided to petition the security agencies. If they fail to honor what we want them to do, then we will take the law into our own hand and go there with our Safo people and demolish the refugee camp. But the police also, you know, at times they used to overcome the police. And there is no enough men there to help to fight the crime there. A time will come. But recently, there are some armed robbery cases that happened there, murder cases, a whole lot, which I cannot mention all of them.
In 2019, the then Central Regional Minister Kwamina Duncan said the refugee camp has now become, quote, an incubator for criminals. Nisaka Odupong III is appealing to the Inspector General of Police to increase police personnel in Kasoa.
I'm appealing to my good friend, that is the IGP, James Opobueno, to increase more men there. And them too, they shouldn't look to the politicians, because to calm all these things down, the police, they have to hold their duties, what they have been charged for. They have to do it. They shouldn't fear any politician. Then increase the men there. That will solve the problem. But if the police also, they are afraid of the politician, because they know that if I say something now, today then they'll transfer me to a remote village. So they also keep quiet and be looking at them. That is what is happening. So I'm appealing to IGP and then the CID. They should increase more people there, more men there, because at times the criminals, they overcome the police. The men there, there are not enough men there.
Adip Sani is a security analyst. He has experienced the insecurity situation in Kasoa and wants authorities to take action.
Well, I have a personal experience. I remember I went for a weekend at Kasoa and thieves broke into the house, stole our personal effects, When I personally went to the police to report, they knew that address, apparently. Oh, Alaji Pio Honum will be coming. To date, no police officer has come there. So this is indicative of the culture of impunity that is allowed to fester in the area, to the extent that I know of certain persons who are victims of crime, from serious crimes to lesser crimes, who don't even take the trouble to report to the police because they ask themselves, to what end? So that is also invariably motivating criminals to perpetrate crime. And this is hinged on a theory I always talk about, rational choice. Before someone perpetrates a crime, he's human, he's sane, he's able to juxtapose the risk factors against the reward factors. So if I'm a potential criminal and I feel that it's a free for all, if I perpetrate this crime, the probability that I'll be caught, I'll be held accountable is low. Obviously, I'll be motivated to perpetrate that crime.